はい、皆さん、こんにちは。今回の動画はですね、国際関係の動画ではございません。実は昨日ですね、私は博士課程の、入学試験を受けました。そこで、英語でのプレゼンをしてくださいということをお願いされまして、昨日やったプレゼンが実はこちらになります。英語のプレゼンなので、すべて英語で今から話すんですけれども、私自身、自分がこの入学、試験を受けた時にどういうふうなことを思っていたかっていうのを、まずは記録に残したいっていうのがあるので、これを今録画していますと。で、あとはもしね、この、プログラムに興味がある方が、どういうふうな、ものを準備すればいいかというときに、何らかの参考になれば嬉しいかなというふうに思ってやっています。ちなみにどこを、志望したかというと、東京外国語大学の大学院ですね。ここで、共同サステナビリティ、研究専攻っていうのがあるんですね。それが Joint Doctoral Program for Sustainability Research というふうに、JDPSR というふうに略されるんですけれども、こちらの方に、出願したということになります。はい。すべて英語で行われる、この研究課程なんですけれども、こちらでサステナビリティを学びたいなと思って出願しました。というわけで、これからどういうふうな研究計画を持っていくのか、やっていくのかっていうのを説明している、プレゼンになります。10分ぐらいもないと思いますけれども、ちょっと英語で話していきたいなと思いますので、もし、失礼、ご興味がある方は、聞いていただければいいかなと思います。はい。So this is my future research plan about a joint doctoral program for sustainability research at Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. So I want to talk about the background first. I am interested in education, and education for sustainable development or ESD was proposed by Japan in 2002 in Johannesburg. And this was followed by the decade of ESD from 2005 to 2014. So that's what I was looking at. But there is one thing that's missing in this ESD program, I think, which is related to the first research question. So when we look at SDGs, they're comprised of the three layers of environment, society, and economy. But currently, most of the ESD programs, at least in Japan, tend to focus more on the environmental layer of sustainability. They do not necessarily cover the society and economy aspects of SDGs. So my research question is, what kind of educational program or model that can we create to really cover the social and economic aspects of SDGs as an ESD program? That was the first research question. And the second research question is related to my occupation as an English teacher at a university. As an English teacher at university, how can I blend the sustainability education and language learning? So the keyword here is two things: language or English and sustainability or content. So how can we integrate these two pieces together in one English class? So that was the research question. And when I did the analysis of ESG cases overseas, we have found out that there are courses on French Constitution taught in French, and there was a course on Germany's energy policy in German, and another course on sustainability in Spanish language. So these are the cases of ESDs that were initiated by other countries, especially in Europe and the US. But what about Japan? Maybe not much is going on in this combination of foreign language and sustainability. So what is the goal of my PhD research? Sustainability education through foreign language learning, or SET4 for short, is my goal. I want to establish a system or model for SET4. That's what I want to do in this PhD course. So at least there are three parts in SET4, I believe. The first one is class design, which is about how to design your class for a SET4 way. And the second one is about teacher development. How do we transform English teachers to SET4 teachers? How do we transform people from other occupations to SET4 teachers? We do need to conduct trainings and workshops to transform them. So this is related to the content education. And the third one is about materials development. If we do not have the suitable material for SET4 education, then we need to create one by ourselves. So how do we do that? And what kind of resources do we need? Where should we look at? So those are the points related to the materials development. So at least there are three parts in SET4 as of now. So when I thought about how to integrate these two pieces, language and content, I looked at CLIL, or Content and Language Integrated Learning. There is an association called JCLIL, which publishes a journal which has not covered the pair of sustainability and English yet. This journal has been published for a few years now, but I could not find any substantial research paper that covers my area of research. So that's why I started to write my English textbook about SDGs. It's titled Understanding the SDGs in English, an Interpreter's Take. This is the first book that I have produced for Set for Education. And these are the chapters for my English textbook. I have covered the 3 layers of sustainability, environment, society, and economy. So those are the chapters I have used to try to cover these 3 layers. But conducting the class is not enough, I believe. So I think I need to do a qualitative research, a qualitative approach of analyzing my own class. So I want to do this in the form of action research by taking field notes every time I conduct a class. So after the class is over, I get on the train and I start writing down about what I thought or what happened in the class as field notes. And I want to do a meta-analysis on a later stage so that I can objectively look at what I wrote and come up with some findings. So this is the research flow as of now. In the first semester of the first doctoral year at Tufts, I will conduct class at my working university. So that's the class design. And during the spring break of the first year, I will prepare for the workshop for Set for teachers and make some more materials for Set for textbook. And in the second semester of the first year, I will continue to conduct class at my working university and start holding workshop for Set for teachers. And in the second year at Tufts, I will analyze the class design and teacher development as well. So that's the research flow that I'm thinking, considering right now, if this is subject to change, of course. And there are some challenges, of course. There were comments from the midterm evaluation, which was held last week, and 40% of the students said they wanted more language learning because there was too much emphasis on SDGs or sustainability-related education or content. So the challenge here in Set4 is to really balance the language and content education. How do we mix it in a more substantial and effective way rather than emphasizing too much on one or the other? Another challenge is to consider the interdisciplinarity of sustainability studies. So sustainability study or science itself is interdisciplinary. So teachers also need to be interdisciplinary as well. This means that Set4 teachers need to go outside of their own field of expertise and learn a little bit about basic chemistry, for example, to understand the sustainable battery, how it works, as well as the lithium-ion batteries, its mechanism, and basic biology to really understand the biodiversity, composting and fermentation technique, and etc. Because that's part of my interpreting experience as well. So I've also thought that these kind of other areas need to be studied as well in order to give a better Set4 education. Okay, so this is the last slide, but why Set4? A short answer is that we wanted to I wanted to provide a new example on ESD from a different perspective. As I said before, most of the ESD programs do focus on the environment layer of sustainability. Why don't we also focus on the other two, like society and economy aspect of sustainability through Set4 model? And once this Set4 model is established, we can also apply this model to future Set4 teachers from different occupations. For example, I'm an interpreter, but in the case of doctors or lawyers or writers or English teachers, what do they have to do from their standpoint? So when they are going to teach sustainability in English or in other foreign languages, what are the tools, what are the models that they can rely on and use? And if there is a model that they can use at hand, it will help them educate the future generation of Japan more easily. So that's why. And after all, the world needs more sustainability educators. So we need to make this set for education more accessible so that more people from different occupations can start to teach younger generations through set for model. So there is a meaning in doing this. And also, the reason I chose foreign language learning is because most of the universities have foreign language classes, predominantly English classes. So if we have more opportunities to impact students, this means that we can impact more students. So that will also contribute to creating a better world, more sustainable world toward 2030. So that's why I try to target the foreign language learning for sustainability education setting. So that's it from my side, and those are the references for my research so far. Thank you very much. というような感じの内容でございました。もし内容がよく意味わかりませんということでしたら、お問い合わせください。ですが、このような内容で、昨日ですね、博士課程の入試が終わったということになります。はい。ご清聴いただきましてありがとうございました。